Genesis, prog rock legends turned pop superstars. But what is their legacy in 2025? People listening to Invisible Touch, Follow You, Follow Me, or a 23-minute prog epic? Hey, welcome to the channel with me, JSB, where today I am indeed checking out another legendary band's top streaming songs on Spotify as they stand right here, right now in 2025, and asking, is it a good overview or a terrible misrepresentation? So today it's Genesis, who have very different eras and a somewhat divided fan base as a result. So it will be fascinating to see which side is winning. I mean, I think we can guess, but sometimes Spotify surprises you. Well, let's head over and find out. Okay, so Chicago had 12 million monthly listeners. Eagles had double that. Where will Genesis fall? Place your bets below and quickly, because I'm going to tell you in a second, along with their number one song, which I assume is going to go at the start. I mean, I'm not going to play it, but you know the song I mean. Right, let's find out. Well, I was bang on that number one song. Color me unsurprised. Total monthly listeners is only 8 million, only two-thirds of what Chicago had. I think that's pretty shocking given one of those famous stats about Genesis, which I'll share with you a bit later. Okay, well, not surprising so far, but what will we make of the rest of the top five? Will that be representative of what else we find there, or will we see a bit more variety? I mean, I'm guessing we're primarily going to see more Invisible Touch tunes and the odd other thing from other Phil-led albums, but let's see if some early Gabriel manages to sneak in. Alrighty. By the way, Invisible Touch only on 316 million streams, so not a massive song. I thought it would be doing a bit better than that. Number two, we've got That's All with 233 million, and a number three, I Can't Dance with 183 million. I can hear the prog fans dying through my video screen as I'm looking at this. Sorry, guys, I'm just reporting the facts. I'm not saying this is how it should be, but let's carry on. Number four, Land of Confusion, and five, In Too Deep. So I was basically right that the top five is 60% Invisible Touch and a couple of other Phil songs. Not necessarily the Phil songs I would have chosen. That's all. Sure, I Can't Dance. No, I hate this song. I hate this song. These others, as far as poppy Genesis goes, good stuff. Some people don't like In Too Deep because it's a bit soppy. Well, I'm a bit soppy, so I love it. And Land of Confusion, just a great song, whichever way you cut it. But what about the rest of the top 10? I mean, there's still loads more of their pop hits that could take those places, but there's hope for the prog fans yet. Let's see if the Spotify crowd has spread their wings even slightly. Fingers crossed. No, they have not. Okay, the earliest tune we're going to find here is their first really big pop hit, Follow You, Follow Me. And then we have another Invisible Touch tune, Throwing It All Away, Hold On My Heart, which again the prog fans loathe. Jesus, He Knows Me. So two I Can't Dance tracks here, or We Can't Dance, sorry. And then Mama to close out the top 10, which is as close to prog as you get here. And surprisingly, their highest ever charting single in the UK. Make of that what you will. And make of this what you must. I don't actually mind what I'm seeing here particularly, but I suspect there's going to be others who do. So let's stop staring this in the face and go chat about it just a bit more. So that was, or indeed is, the top 10 Genesis songs on Spotify. It's not what I think it is, just the facts. But where do you stand on this as a Genesis starter pack? And what would you call the gateway drugs that might lure Phil era fans back to the dark, proggy waters of the Gabriel era? Drop your thoughts below, making sure to smash that like button while you're in that general area. Thanks. Now, I'm asking that question in a kind of loaded fashion because personally, and probably unlike a lot of people watching this, I am more of a fan of the lighter side of this band. Even though, of course, my favorite band were massively influenced by the early stuff. That's brilliant, if you didn't know. So I am genuinely curious about what you think could take somebody from one end of the Genesis spectrum all the way to the other. Now, I mentioned a famous chart stat, and this is why I'm so surprised that Genesis are down at a mere 8 million monthly listeners. They are one of only 3 bands who have sold over 100 million albums and had one of their members also sell over 100 million albums. Can you guess who the other 2 bands were and who those members were? Again, drop it down below just to feel clever. There's no prizes, but I always like it when people can do things, especially if they haven't Googled them first. I mean, I know the answers anyway, so you can't tell me anything I don't already know. Well, not on that score. On the terms of what early Genesis to listen to, you absolutely can. Now, I did actually own Selling England by the Pound once upon a time, and it never clicked with me. I don't know why. Clearly, unlike most people listening to Genesis on Spotify, I am at heart an album listener myself, although the albums I tend to listen to are We Can't Dance and Invisible Touch. Sorry, what can I say? And yeah, but I'm aware that the early stuff is held up in high regard for a reason. So tell me all. And tell the young people in your life to listen to Genesis properly. All right, that was another classic band with another algorithmic-tastic top 10. Next time, new band, new stats, same bad jokes. But let me know which bands I should be looking at in the series. And meanwhile, check out the previous episodes. And I will just say thanks for watching today and bye for now, but not for long.
Acting is reacting. This does not mean acting again.